those are some big words right there. Hey, 262. Those are some big words if you go on a shot for the title in Kentucky there, Break.
Well, I may fail, and they'll just give me more gumption to go bigger.
918, Sparky with that Tennessee wave.
Well, that's all you need to do. Hey, 262. You just need a little push. Hey, 262, you just need a little push for the title in Kentucky there, Break.
I know I got some big boys, but, you know, it's all fun and games. I know some of them take it very, very seriously. You know, I'm retired now. I got money, and I want to play how I want to play.
The Scorpion Radio 124.
Hey, 10 Roger on that. Hey, 262, I know what you mean. I'm kind of retired too. I just kind of hang out at my house and talk on the radio all day and mess around with my dirt bikes and my cars and my trucks. Kind of just hang out at the house and key down and whoop on mud ducks there, Break.
Sound good, 383.
A lot of these guys would rather have a duel and pull out guns and shoot. I think it's fun as can be, you know, if you got the money to play and you enjoy it, you know.
Appreciate you bumping it down. 383, Sparky, Tennessee, 124.
I'm going to give it a shot and see what happens.
Hey, 10 Roger on that. Well, you'll have a lot of fun. Hey, 262, you'll have a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of working on stuff. And if you talk as much as I do, man, you're always working on radios and working on amplifiers or this or that. So that is one issue that you'll have. That's what I've had. Talking every single day, all day long. But, you know, if you're just one of those one-hit wonder guys that come out there from 6 and they come out there for 10 minutes and then they shut their equipment down, I guess that's fine. But I've been talking on mine for from Boston, Austin, Spain to Maine, Aruba to Cuba, every hour of the day, break.
You blowing smoke up here in Tennessee, Fireball, 124.
But continue doing it. You know, every now and then I got to get a break from it, you know. That's like I'm out here just listening now. Heard you, or I probably when everybody keyed up. Try to get this 100 amp over here. Try to get this 100 amp service over here to the wall where my radio's at. Get it out of the way of the rest of my junk in this garage. But you know, it's been fun. You know, I was in the early 80s, and then got out of it, and then back into it now. And I still kept all my old equipment I had back then. So just got my 2000 back. So.
Man, it's a little messy over here on this channel.
I can't get people to build what I want quick enough. 840.
I ain't 10 Roger on that. I heard a little bit of that old Sparky 124 jumped in there. Hey, hello to you there, Sparky. Hey, Sparky 124. Hey, the time machine was kind of in limbo there for a little while, but it's back now. My friend that makes it, the guy who makes it, you probably tried to order it there for a little while and probably couldn't get it. Well, he hadn't did a lot of mixing because he had some issues with his divorce and whatnot, but he got all that panned out there, Sparky, there, break.
Yeah, appreciate it, my friend. Appreciate the info, and I'll get online. Fireball, Sparky.
You probably noticed that when if you ordered it or whatever, it didn't show up or whatever, but if you ordered it and didn't get it, you'll be able to get it now. Or whatever, you know, because I'm going to get some here next couple. He just told me they did a bunch of mix already, so real good stuff, no doubt. Hey, Sparky, waving a hand to you? Boy, you jumped in there a minute ago, and then you just kind of fell back down there, so these conditions, they rolling around. Sparky, 124, and my friend, 262, out there around Kentucky. Fireball with his great big maul down, rocking on.
Because I just finally got my side-by-side back together after, hell, it takes 3 days to change oil in it because you got to take the whole thing apart. So take care, my friend. We'll talk to you soon. 262, back reading the mail.
All right there, 262. Yeah, I know. And I haven't really been too, whatever they call it, too, what do they call that? Motivated to fix these things, man. I haven't really been too motivated to fix them, but I know my son's coming over the weekend, and I'm going to fix that dirt bike so we can go ride it around and all that good stuff. We'll see how it goes. Hey, 262, I'll keep you updated on that end, though. Hey, 262, I'll keep you updated if I get that CR2. It's an 85, man. It's older. But, boy, this thing packs a punch when you get on it and ride it there, Break.
Well, heck, I got this new side-by-side here, and you got to take the daggone bed of the side-by-side off, lift it up to get to the damn oil filter. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen, how much work you got to do to change oil.
Oh, I know. I worked on some side-by-sides in my buddy's shop. Yeah, you got to take the dang truck bed off and all the little plastics and all the little side things, and then you're on the top of the engine and whatnot. Just to get to the oil filter. That's a stupid, I don't know why they did that design, man. You know why they did that? Because they think you're going to take it to the dealer, and then they got to work on it like it's a Mercedes or something.
Well, I thought about that, but then they said $249 to change oil for 2 quarts of oil, and I thought, well, I'm going to try it myself.
Oh, yeah, man, that's way too much money to be doing that, man. Hey, 262, yeah, I pretty much do all my own work, too, because, you know, all these shops, they want too much money, and they think that none of us know how to fix our own stuff. But I'll learn how to do it, man. I don't need to pay all that money to do that. That's how I learned how to fix all my jet skis. I joined Facebook groups, and they told me what tools to get, what stuff I needed to get on it. And that's how I started doing it. I got about 6 jet skis, and I fixed them all, and most of them are free.
Well, Dick, I don't blame you. You know, YouTube was my friend on this one because, heck, I couldn't even find the oil filter.
Oh, really? You couldn't? Oh, man. What, is it a Razor or a Can-Am?
No, I bought that CF Moto because I live here down by the lake, and I got a boat down at the marina, so I just drive it back and forth with a cooler full of beer on it. It's only got 60 miles on it. I just bought it last year, but it was my beer hauler.
Hey, man, there you go. Boy, that's boy, you got it made now. Retired, go take your boat and launch your kind of big boat with your side-by-side. Is the side-by-side like the truck where you open the doors and you can use it and then it looks like a truck? My son's grandparents got one of those next to Lake Havasu.
Well, when I bought it, it didn't have doors on it, but as soon as I bought it, they come out with some factory doors that I did buy and put on it. You know, that way, you know how the wives are. They want to complain about everything, wind blowing in their hair or whatever, so I bought doors and put on it, but it's a nice little machine. It's a little scary, though, going down the road, because the damn thing will run 72 miles an hour, and that's a little bit fast.
Oh, that ain't nothing, man. Oh, yeah, 72. Well, actually, 72 miles an hour on one of those things is a little scary. But, man, I got an LT 500 quad. And right now it's not working, but if I get that going, man, that thing hit about 94 miles an hour quick-like. And it's like, oh, you've got to raise, they say Godzilla. Holy moly. You will just shit your pants.
Have an instant bowel movement. No, I'm good about 40, 45. It rides comfortable at that. Maybe if I come back from the boat and I'm a little juiced up, I might try it one of these nights.
Oh, just don't do it towing your boat. Hey, 262, don't do it towing the boat there, Break.
I thought about coming back from the boat because, heck, I own a dock down at the marina, and it's only 3/4 of a mile down the road to get there, so I get a little braver coming back after I get off the boat.
Hey, 10 Roger on that. What kind of boat do you got? Do you got a fishing boat or you got like a drive around the lake boat?
We got a 25-foot pontoon with 400 on it. It runs pretty good, too. It's pretty quick for a piece of plywood across the water.
Hey, 10 Roger on that. Yeah, my buddy's got a tri-tune with a, I don't know, Yamaha 250. It drives about 45 miles an hour on the water, and it's big. It's like 28 feet, man. He has like one of the biggest ones you can have.
I
How was Buddy?
Well, I'm surprised. I just got that tune broke in at first service on it, and I opened it up. I backed out of that 400 at 60 miles an hour because a piece of plywood going across the water at 60 is pretty darn fast, or at least it felt like it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're real fast. I got jet skis to do that, man. Yeah, my 1200R hit about 65 miles an hour on the water. It's scary when you're hitting 60. I wouldn't want to know how a tri-tune 18-footer or whatever drive that fast on the water, because if you eat shit, you eat shit.
How about a 35 with a 400R on it, and it does well. I probably wouldn't have bought that big, but the sales guy kept telling me, we got to have the power, you got to have the power. Well, hell, too much power.
That's all right. You got it now. You're retired. Summer comes out. You just launch it right there in Kentucky. Drive around. Bring a couple coolers of beer and hang out with the sweet thing, as long as you don't whine and cry there, break.
Well, you just got to get them liquored up before you go. See, that's the trick I've learned with my wife. You got to get her a box of wine, let her start a couple hours before you go, and then she's all ready for everything.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, okay, so you won't listen to her why you get her liquored up first. You make her a strawberry margarita before she goes there, Bray.
That's all day. You're a dumb.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun when we go. We go to the lake sometimes, and we'll run over there to the river over here around Yuma, and we'll run the jet skis up and down the river. My buddy's pontoon boat. We'll bring all the kinds of beer, and we'll bring carne asada. We'll make a whole bunch of stuff on the barbecue on the sandbar. Yeah, we have a lot of fun when we go to the river. Yeah, that's how I think about it. You know, you can't take it with you. Might as well have fun with it. You know, I made a trailer to fit all my jet skis, man. I got 6 of them, but usually a couple of them are broke down, or I'm working on a couple of them, so I got single trailers. But I got one trailer, probably as big as your boat trailer. It's like a 21-foot trailer, and it'll fit 4 jet skis on it. I just got bunks going from the front all the way to the back. I just drop off the 2 rear, and then I back down some more, and I drop down the front rear, and I ride them all there, break.
Great. Yeah, you got it going on. As long as you can keep them running, you know you got it going on, that's for sure.
Key down and down.
Yeah, it's been a learning curve on that, man. You know, figuring out how to run them out of gas, pump all the gas out of them, and oh man, have I had some tough times with these things. But I mean, I didn't really spend a whole lot of money on them. You know, I spent money on them fixing them up and carburetor kits and parts and this and that and whatnot. But I didn't have to buy the machine. You know, I just kind of had to update it.
Shut up, stupid.
Hey, slow but sure. You know, that's exactly what everybody does. You know, I don't like credit cards, so I don't spend anything on them. I pay cash as I can do it, and it's slowly but surely, just like this daggone radio, slowly but surely.
Yeah, you're gonna find out when you get into a CB radio, you're constantly buying. Hey, 262. When you get into a CB radio, you're just constantly buying. Are you building a 100 amp sub panel? That's what I build. I build a 100 amp sub panel at my place with direct burial wire.
Hell, I've got 200 amp panels in the barn. I've got 100 amp panels at the house just to put the lights and stuff in here. So I got a true 400 amp supply just for radio. And I got more done than know what to do with it. I got 2 3000s, a 2 2500Z. I ordered a 2 tube 20. That should get me right where I need to be.
Oh, Jesus Christ, 262. You didn't need to do all that. You didn't need to do all that to have the title of 2929. All you needed was just the, like a 15,000 or something. You'd have torn to pieces.
Yeah, but he's building something big. I don't know how big yet, but I know who's building it. But he's going to come out pretty strong.
Man, damn, man, what is wrong? Boy, you crazy, man. Okay, wait a minute now. How are you going to put both of those together if you got the 200 amp for the house and then you got the 200 amp for the barn? Well, I guess you just put them together. You really only need about 160 amps to run what you're talking about. 40 amps to run your house. Or just tell the wife, don't be cooking nothing.
Well, I got it set up a little different. I got 100 amp panel coming from the house. That runs the lights, and we got a freezer out here and that type thing runs my air compressor. But I just had 400 run direct to the barn, which is going to give me a full 400 amp service just for radio equipment, because the 100 amp sub panel off the house runs the rest of it.
Oh, yeah, you're good to go then. Oh, okay. I didn't understand that part. I thought you said you had a little 200 amp at the barn, like a sub panel, and then 200 from the, oh, yeah, you're good to go. Holy moly. You 25 in the dirty south, he was right. You ain't playing 262 there, break.
No, I've got everything ordered. I've got everything paid for. I'm just waiting for the big one to come in. I may not be the king of Kentucky, but I'm sure going to give him a hell of a run for it.
I can't wait to hear it. But you won't hear 29 come out there when you out there, though. You won't hear them guys come out. 29 only comes out there when everybody's not there. He'll be listening on the radio when Hogman's not there or 500's not there. He'll listen. He'll come out there. But you're going to have to really find him if you really want a piece of 2929.
He's got a lot of equipment over there. My God, he is the old shack's full. I mean, I have nothing against him at all. I mean, he has got some good equipment, and I guess you can talk pretty much when he wants to. It's just things, you know, because he gives me a little help.
Oh, yeah, I like 2929. A really good guy. But let me tell you something, man. All that stuff he got at his place. He's talking about he's selling this, he's selling that, and he takes pictures of all his stuff. He shows everything, and then he puts something up for sale. He don't ever sell it. I mean, I'm telling you, I already know a guy in Michigan that was going to buy his, I don't know, his 400A or 800s or 4800s, something like that. He puts it out there, puts it out for sale, but he don't ever sell it. He just messes with, oh, no, that wasn't good. No. Oh, well, you got to pick it up. Okay, my friend was going to drive from Michigan over to Kentucky and go pick it up. Well, then there was another excuse about him not. And what he does is he puts his stuff up for sale just to show everybody he's got something.
Breaker.
Yeah, he's an internet operator.
You know, I don't know if I'd waste my time listing something and not selling it. You know, my time's too important to me. I mean, each to his own. You know, I know he's got good equipment. He's a powerhouse down here. So, you know, I heard rumors that he's building a big one down here. So we'll see what happens. You know, he's a good guy. He's got his ways of doing things, but I am going to make a run at it.
Hey, 10 rods on now. Well, I can't wait to hear it. That'll be a good time, man. You guys will have fun. You guys have a whole lot of fun doing that kind of stuff. I have fun on the radio anywhere I go, man. Anywhere I go, I have fun talking on the radio and getting some entertainment going on, or hell, just talking on the radio about great things. That's good too there, 410.
I've always been curious, how big a box are you running out there? Because I hear you no matter where the heck you're at.
It's not about the box, it's about the antenna and the location. I'm talking on actually I ain't even running the GS35B right now because I wanted to change the channels about 3 weeks ago. as I just got tired of killing them guys on Channel 6 for like ever. And that GS35B, it's really hard to tune and change the channels and then retune. But I run a little driver, a little GS35B. It does about 1,700 watts. Right now I'm talking on a Pirate 6-pill. Straight, 6 straight 2879s. Non-red dot. From back in the 1980s, their break.
Dots, Fireball 1.
What were you saying?
I said, are you driving that 6-pill directly off that Cobra 1000? Because that don't seem like enough wattage.
No, I run it on a 1-pill. I underdrive it. I mean, it probably does a little more. I mean, this thing does like maybe 1,400 peak and like 150 bird. That's about all it does. My friend 220, I don't know if you remember 220, but 220 Honda car, you remember him? Me and him, we're best friends. He just gave me the driver that'll drive one. I don't know, 14 or I forgot, 455 box, 454 box, something. It's a 454 Fat Boy that 220 got, and it will drive this 6-pill pretty good. But I haven't really hooked it up. It probably would run it pretty good. But shoot, man, hey, if it's broke, don't fix it. And I lay out on a hammer long time, so I don't want to be full bore when I got to come big a mile down tough for 2-3 minutes there, 410.
Oh, I agree. Right now, I'm running this 22500Z box into a 3CX 3000. I did about 12,000 PEP, maybe 13. It does good for what it is. I don't have any trouble talking.
Hey, 10 Roger on that. Yeah, man, that works real good, man. Yeah, it's definitely working. I know my friend Jigga Man was telling me, he goes, man, you should just take this thing home. He had a 3000 sitting on the shelf. I was like, I don't need it. Leave it here. You might use it as a driver or something. He's all, I got 3 of them. I was like, I'm not taking one home. These guys will hate me if I put one of those in here.
You sure be, if you were running a 6-pill right now and you were hitting it and you were hitting this 3000, heck, you'd be uncontrollable.
Oh yeah, I'd be out of control. You know, I don't know. This area where I live has really good conditions. I mean, they just are phenomenal. I mean, I got 35 miles of water down here at 167 foot below sea level, and that is weird. I don't even understand it, but this area, all the ham operators talk about it. They say this is the best propagation takeoff in the United States of America. And I guess propagation takeoff is some kind of way that the skip is turned to the ionosphere or something.
Well, whatever the heck it's doing its job. The only problem that I have is I cut down a center section of trees to build my barn, and pointed out west is the only clear area that I got. So I absolutely hear nobody from the East Coast, South, North, nothing. The only thing I ever get is West Coast. I'm assuming that it's just the amount of heavy tree cover, because I got trees 100 foot tall and I'm only on a 48 foot tire.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that does take a lot of signal out of your stuff. You gotta either pop it up off the trees, pop it up over the trees so it can bounce off the trees, or cut out about a football field all the way around you, and you'll be good to go.
Well, I've got a tree guy that was supposed to come a couple weeks ago, but it won't quit snowing here. Hell, they're talking for another 6 to 8 inches tonight, and ain't nothing but a muddy mess back to that field. So my next thing is to get the trees out of the way while I'm waiting on everything else to be built. That way maybe I can hear somebody else besides the West Coast.
Yeah, you don't want to just be stuck on the West Coast, because you start whipping on them boys out there around Kentucky, they're just going to turn their beam and talk to Louisiana or talk to Florida or something like that. You're going to try that, then they're going to talk all kinds of shiggity. You don't want that.
No, it's the same way. I got a colossal with this 8-element flat side. I can't hear nothing even on the 10K, so it's got to be tree cover because SWR is down to 1.2. Best I can get it. Everything's good, so it's got to be tree cover because the West Coast just, that's like right now, you have my Cobra 2000 needle over in the corner and it doesn't come off the corner. I got that good to receive out of the West.
You're too long.
I ain't 10 Raj on that. Well, it happens like that. Well, like I said, it's all about the condition and position and what's on the tower, you know. It's not about the power. It's what's on the tower. But if you don't have a good position, you got to make that position. Maybe go higher above the trees or just got big and cut them. Just cut all the trees down. You don't need them. You need your radio and maybe even somewhere to park the boat, Break.
Well, I got 13 of them marked here. That will be my big 100-footers, and I'll get them out of my way. And I should be over top of all the small trees from there because the back of my house goes down in the valley toward the lake. So I'm over all of them. So once I get these 13 down in the back of the barn would be pointing directly east, and that's where I don't hear anything. So as soon as this weather breaks, never seen snow like this before. Maybe it'll go away and I can get this done.
Holy moly! How close do you live from the lake? Man, I bet you might have a good spot, man. Is the lake behind you or in front of you when you point west? Do you where do you talk when you point over the lake?
Well, if I point directly, the lake, when I'm pointed west, I'm pointed down the side of the lake. So I would have to go back north to be able to talk over the lake. But again, it's so heavily wooded. I mean, I've literally got a tower in between trees.
Yeah, that's what Superman has, man. In his backyard, man, it's full of trees. Superman in Georgia. Yeah, his backyard, man, he showed me his backyard and where his tower was. I'm like, dang, man, it's just covered in trees. He still talks pretty good. But, yeah, you got to cut them trees down. That's CB's worst nightmare is trees and wind.
Well, it's definitely trees in mine. And, like west, if I'm pointed directly over top of the barn toward the front of the barn, it's pointed directly west and there ain't a tree in sight. You know, you got to go down the road to see a tree. But if I go north, I'll be talking directly over the lake. And then, as far as going east coast, I never hear anybody. Like all them guys out there, every now and then I'll hear a little bit of backscatter or something, and that's it.
Well, you live in Kentucky, so, well, you'll be doing some short skip, but maybe that's just a condition that you're sitting in right now in Kentucky. Right now, Kentucky's probably only here in west and south. They may hear a lot of Florida and whatnot, and the west, but maybe in Kentucky, maybe you don't get the east coast. I don't know.
Well, I know during even the summer when I first got it set up, I could hear every once in a blue moon I would hear somebody in North Carolina. And when I swung the beam around there to them, it was pointed directly into a big old hickory tree, and at that point I couldn't even talk to them.
Yeah, you were bouncing off that tree, and you need good ground too. When I built this footing, man, I put ground rods that went like 22 feet into the floor, all the way into dirt, about 22 feet. And then I brought another 5-foot rod all the way to the top of the top mat of the footing there, Break.
Well, as far as grounding, I think I got the actual grounding part of it done. It's done. I got 6 ground rods in every 6 foot. I got everything grounded on a grounding bar from inside running out to another 8-foot ground rod. Heck, I got more ground rods than I'll do it. I think I got that. I really just think it's a damn tree problem. And as soon as the snow quits and it turns and some of it dries up, I'm going to get rid of that problem.
That's what you need. You just need to get rid of all the trees and you'll be golden. Hey, 262, you just need to get rid of all those big trees and you'll be golden.
Yeah, because I've watched you on Facebook a little, and you basically don't have anything that is around you. that would be obstructing signal. So basically when I turn around east, I'm running all the power into an oak tree, and I've been dropping it all on the ground.
Oh yeah, over here where I live, there's nothing. I mean, there's nothing for 30 miles probably if I point west and or east. When I point east, I'm pointing at Chocolate Mountain. That's what they call them. They're mountains just before Glamis, into the off-highway vehicle area of sand. And I got to point over about, I don't know, 25 miles of water. And the water is about a mile from here as the crow flies.
Well, I say, whatever you're doing, you know, you've always been, even with the big boys down on the bowl, I still hear you. You know, every now and one of them will get you, and one of them, and they'll come right back in. But if that's all you're running, because I know some of them big boys are running big power down there, and you're staying right with them.
Oh yeah, they're running real big power. I mean, most of them are my friends. 809, he's not one of my friends, but 300 is. He's one of my buddies. Because me and CC in the desert, we're all friends with 900 down there in Los Angeles, and oh yeah, 300, all them guys are running 5 times, 10 times what I'm running, you know. But their area is not as good. But now 300, he has a really good spot, just like CC in the desert. He lives in Alabama now, but he still has his place over there. And those are some good spots there. And for some reason, this spot here has just got, I mean, it's just, there's nothing in the way. I mean, there ain't nothing in the way but water.
I'd stay with it, and especially if you're going to stay in radio, because fighting these damn trees is enough to drive you crazy, because I thought all during the summer that what in the world is going on my radio? You know, I can hear West Coast like they're sitting in my driveway.
Yeah, probably once you get rid of the trees, and then maybe run a ground plane too. Maybe your area and that water and that lake, I don't know how big it is, but you might want to think of also putting up a really good ground plane, something that run off your driver.
Well, I've got a colossal 10K up on a 40-foot tower, and it's the same identical way. I hear East Coast, can talk East Coast on it just fine, no issues, but anything else, it's worthless, just like this weight element.
Yeah, well, it could just be your area. Other than trees and forest, what else is in the way next to the lake? Do you got mountains? I don't know if Kentucky even has mountains.
No, we don't have any mountains, not till you get out to the eastern part of Kentucky, when you get into like the Smoky Mountains. But heck, that's 3.5, 4 hours away. No, I really just think that it's a tree issue. I'm gonna take down these 13 big ones, and I'm gonna have a whole hell of a lot of firewood, drink beer around this summer. So we'll see then.
Yeah, do you keep? That's a lot of trees. Do you got a fireplace in your house? Because you might have more wood than you could shake a stick at.
Yeah, I've got a 14 by 50 back porch that's screened in, and I've built a solid brick fireplace out there in the back to where the wife could sit out there and have her drink in the morning, build a fire, and no, I'm not going to need this much wood. Heck, I'm going to place it, where somebody will come get it, I'll give it to them.
Oh, no, just keep that stuff, man. Get a wood splitter out there, split all that stuff, stack that. Boy, you should see my pile, man. I'm a wood hoarder, man. I got about 13 cords of firewood in the back. It's like 100 foot wide by like 14 foot, well, probably 6 foot tall. About 12 foot wide and at least 80 foot long. And boy, I was getting it for free like what you're talking about. Man, I keep all my wood. I don't get rid of none of that. I burn it, break.
Well, you got a fireplace in the house that you heat with?
You don't need that out there where I live, buddy. I ran my window fans last night. It was 45 last night. Hey, we don't need heat for our fireplaces out here. But I run a campfire. You know, I got like a washer tub out in the front yard, and I just burn the wood out there and sit out front in my camp chair and have me a beer breaker.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that cold beer and a hot fire, ain't he? All you need is some of them senoritas and you'll be good to go.
Drinking Dr.
Ain't 10 Roger on that. I can make a campfire in the morning, have me a cold Dr. Pepper. A 262. That or I'll make a campfire in the morning. I'll just have me a cold Dr. Pepper, but I usually don't do that. I usually just turn my radio on and bump this big mile down.
Oh, man.
Well, you must have turned it up or turned that sticks around, because my God, you got this now. I'm afraid you're going to rip the damn needle off this 2000.
No, it's just conditions, man. They've been rolling in and rolling out. I mean, we've been talking for 35 minutes. But that's just the way this area it is. You know, I get conditions, and you was hitting me at 9 there a little while ago, and some people are in there like, Fireball, shut up, go back to 6, Fireball, Fireball. But when you key up, you cut their big radio off. I didn't even acknowledge them that they were out there.
I know, we're probably being cussed like crazy right now.
The information.
Yeah. Oh, I get that all the time, man. These guys, they complain about Fireball. Oh, you're bleeding over on all the channels. Oh, you're bleeding over on all the channels. Oh, you're bleeding over. Man, I just couldn't figure it out. You know, I told my neighbor, I said, hey, man, he's a CB operator. Lives about 8 blocks. He talks on 38 lower. I said, man, do I bleed over on your radio? He goes, nope, I never hear you. Only if I go down to 6. And I said, man, go to channel 8. Do you hear me on channel 8? He goes, yeah, I can barely hear you on channel 8. But all these guys hear me through Skipland. I think it's this 35 miles of water.
Well, every now and then...
Hey, Fireball, River Rat. Hey, Fireball, old man, River Rat having another Dr. Pepper.
So minute that, compared to some of the other guys that I can hear on all 40 channels.
Hey, 10 Roger on that. That time around, my friend Old Man River Rat jumped in there and cut your copy and lips off. Hey, 262, that time Old Man River Rat jumped in there and cut your radio off. Hey, hello to you, Old Man River Rat. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, buddy. I just turned the radio on to go and tell something else, and I heard you as I was passing through. Hey, Fireball, have another Dr. Pepper River Rat bag out.
Brad, even though I'm here in Kentucky and I still cannot hear him, he must be east of me.
And I heard you there, River Rat. And then when you got off the mall, I heard 262. He's over there in Mississippi, man. Old Man River Rat's a technician. He's he builds boxes. Zigzag and Judge C. Thomas, old King Heavy D. They run River Rats.
Oh, well, maybe that's why. Like I said, maybe I'll fix this crap this summer and see who else is out there in the world.
Jack in the box, goddamn.
Everybody found out I'm over here. Hey, 262, everybody found out I'm over here now. There's got a big Jack in the Box over there around state line, Georgia, the Georgia-Alabama line over there. Old Jack in the Box jumped in my radio too there, 262, there, break.
Watch what happened.
Don't do it.
Hey, 262. Hey, 262. This kind of big and Jack in the Box says, look what happened.
The Milky Way.
Hey, tell him don't be whining and crying. Tell him I'm cranking this handle right there. No excuses on top of Tuesday. It's not goddamn.
Oh, shoot, man. I've been talking to 262 over there around Kentucky for like 36 minutes, man. Hey, Jack in the Box. I probably just lost conditions with 262. I've been talking to that guy bigger for 36 straight minutes there, 410.
I just gave it a couple more.
I was just cruising down the boat, see if you was down there playing, and I caught you up here. You rocking it right there, break.
Oh, yeah, I was down there, I just got kind of bored when, sometimes I talk to the same guys and here and there, and You know, it's okay, but that's why I hooked this 6-bill up again, so I can change the channels and talk to other people, you know, because I actually been trying to find my friend, Super 7 Indianapolis, Indiana. I got to talk to him the other day on 11, so I just been changing the channels sometimes. Sometimes staying on one channel, sometimes it gets boring when you talk as much as I do there, Jack in the Box, there, Bright.
I know what you're talking about, and 28's just the same old. I'm sure they're just as tired of us as we are of them right there. It's the same thing all the way around. But right there, right now, hey, Fireball, old Jack in the Box, I'm cruising the band.
Hey, 10 Raj on now. Well, I came over here because I wanted to mess up with Mean Machine. This is his home channel, but I hijacked his channel. He hadn't been talking since I got here.
You hijack him all.
Well, I'm gonna let you keep.
He's still out there anyway, Fireball.
Thought I'd bump it down one time, see if my handle was still working. Let me get my knees in the breeze and cruise around the bend. Hey, Fireball, old Jack in the Box, going bye-bye.
Do 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 do. Look what happened. Take care, Jack in the Box. I'm gone.
Worldwide, Jack in the Box, the one and only, the true, the one that pops.
That Jack in the Box.
10 Raj on now, man. That cop making 919 down there around Tennessee come out there and cut your radio off. When he got off the key, you popped out there like Jack in the Box.
Tell 919 to crank his handle. Hey, tell 919 to go to Harbor Freight and get him a Jack in the Box and turn the handle. Jack in the Box is waving, I'm going.
I'll tell him, hey, 919, Jack in the Box said, go over there to the Harbor Freight and Tools, get yourself a Jack in the Box handle, and he wanted to wave a hand.
Roger on that. Hey, wind that handle up and see if he can pop back up again.
He says, wind the handle. He said, wind the handle. Hey, Jack in the Box. He said, go ahead and wind the handle, and it'll go fast. It'll go. Let's hope this happened.
Hey, Fireball, I don't want to just keep showing out with my new toy right there. I ain't into all that right there. Hey, tell 919 I'm slow cranking. Hey, tell 919 I'm slow turning this handle. Hey, Fireball,
You said you slow turning the handle. Jack in the Box, you said you slow turning the handle.
Yeah, that's like...
Tell 919 to turn that handle. He may have to turn the handle fast, but old Jack in the Box is just barely... I don't want to make my arm sore right there. I got a lot of people to crank on. Hey, Fireball, Jack in the Box, go.
Hey, 919. Hey, 919, that kind of big Jack in the Box said you might need to crank it a little faster. Hey, 919. Jack in the Box said you might need to crank it a little faster.
Hell, I'm pedaling as fast as I can.
He says he's cranking as fast as he can. Hey, Jack in the Box. He said he's cranking as fast as he can. Pop goes the weasel!
Well, you tell him he's doing a good job anyway. Mama Nature's it's better for me than him for a second right there. Tell him I did say hello. Hey, Fireball, old Worldwide Jack in the Box. I'm cruising the band. I'm gone.
I'll tell him you said hello. Hey, 800, Jack in the Box. I will tell old 919 you said hello, howdy doody, and lottie dottie.
I appreciate you passing that 5 and just send it right on back and make a dime out of it. Just like that.
I guess I'm sending it right on back and making a dime out of it. Hey, Jack in the Box. I'm sending it right on back with a crank. I'm gone.
Heard that. Good job. Y'all have a good day. I'm cruising the band, finding something else to get into. I'm gone. Bye.
I'm going to get out of here, too, man. I just was scanning the band, too, and then when I found a couple guys on here, and then when I found 262 in Kentucky, I talked to him for like 35 minutes, so I'm going to sit back and read the mail and grab me a beer. Hey, take care there, Jack in the Box. And my friend 919 out there around Tennessee. My local friend, your friend Fireball is gone.
All right, Fireball, have yourself a good one, man. We'll talk at you later. 919 is back quiet.